Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Okay, today I wanted to share with you another idea that I have for this homemade washi tape. Does that make sense? It's just basically masking tape from the Dollar Tree, and I taped it onto an acetate sheet. You could do any plastic packaging except for saran wrap. Don't use that, that's way too flimsy. But you could use, the sheets from sheet protectors from binders and things like that. You could use that. The acetate does leave a film behind on the tape, so you have to glue it down, unfortunately, but it's okay. It was an experiment and I've been playing with it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to use these flashcards I got at Dollar Tree. I inked them up just with some vintage photo distress ink, and that's basically what I did to the whole deck so that I could use them for different projects. So that's what I'm doing. Here's my samples. So I made them into little pockets. I have a lot of stickers and labels and different things that I wanted to use up and make for my junk journals. So that's what I did. They're really cute. I like the little bit of graphic element to it. This one is one-sided, but it's a double pocket. So you can do a double-sided, one-sided, so if you're gluing it down, you can still use it as a pocket this way. You know how the drill, right? Okay, excuse the noise outside. All of a sudden we have lawnmower people out there. I don't know what's going on, but if you can hear the noise, I apologize. So what I do with my paper pads, depending on the season that I'm in, I break down my paper pads into 4x6, and then I cut it in half, and then I cut some of those in half again. Okay, and then you get all these little bits of paper that you can use in different applications. So that's how I work it. So normally it's in 4x6, but then you can cut them to size, things like that. That's how I roll. I know, it sounds weird, but that's just the way I do it. Okay, I made 2 already, obviously. I'm going to make 2 more with you guys because it's fun. You could sew around the edge. You don't have to. You absolutely could if you wanted to. If you don't have flashcards, you can use playing cards, or you could just use scrapbook paper. It's okay, whichever one you want. Sometimes what I'll do with some of these larger ones, I will glue them back to back, and then you can put a pocket in the front and in the back. You can use up your scrapbook paper that way. It's a great way to go through all your scrapbook paper and really just use them up for junk journals, because it depends on what theme you have. You could have, very vintage looking, or you could have bright colors. There is no one set way to have a junk journal. It's all in your own personal preference. That's how I view it. Some people are very particular in how they do it. I am not, not in the least. All right. I have lots of stickers that I really enjoy playing with in my junk journals and different projects. I just keep them in these Ferrero Rocher box lids, and then depending on the theme, you can do all different kinds of things. I have some washi ones, I have butterflies, I have mushrooms, I have just about everything. So, and then I have some here, so you could do, whatever theme you feel like. So it all depends. A lot of things I get online, and then some things I get at the Dollar Tree, or even just any dollar store. It all depends on where you get your things, and how you use them is the key, because you can use them any which way you want. There's also digikits. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of things that you could use for little tags, little journal cards. They're all a lot of fun to use. But anyway, you get the idea. So I wanted to use the washi tape. I use that term loosely again. because I'm just using decorated masking tape basically. But I like that you can use the different woods, which is nice. So I am going to just rip some off. Again, this is on acetate, so it's not very sticky, unfortunately, because it left some residue behind. But this is where the good old glue stick comes in handy. So I hope you're all having a good day. I'm trying to film a bunch of videos all in one day because it just makes it a little bit easier, obviously. But, you know, when I'm doing these videos, it's just fun to play and see where we go. I do need my paper trimmer. So I could keep this one like this because it does have the bird on it, and then this one can go in half again. It's almost the perfect size for this application. It's got the little birds on it, so cute. All right. If it's not perfect, that's okay. Perfection is never the goal when you're creating, because that just stifles creation and it drives me mad. So sorry for the creaky chair, guys. Inking is optional, as always. It's a personal preference thing. You can round the edges off. You can do it as you know, afterwards, or you could use a corner rounder, whichever one you want. So this one I'm going to make into a single pocket. I really enjoy making these. You could do either way. Oh. That actually looks kind of cool too. It depends on what you want to do, right? But we're going to go this way. Use your favorite glue, whichever one works for you. And just line it up. But I like that you can still see something through there. Just adds a little bit of something. Again, you can sew around the edge, or you don't have to. It's all up to you. I think what we're going to do is we are going to put something on the bottom here. I have a bunch of different things. No idea what we're going to use. Maybe another little mushroom. I really like these from AliExpress. So this is that really big pack. It's like 200, 400 pieces or something like that. But there's lots of cute little things in there that you can use. I also have little labels. What I do is I photocopy them, and then I ink them up, and I just have fun with it. And this way I get to use them in many different ways. Let's see, maybe some greenery. No, that's not gonna work. There we go. We'll do 2 butterflies. You can trim this if you don't like all the white showing around the edge. It is a washi fiber, so it's nice and light. You can see through it quite nicely. So depending on how much you see, if it just sort of disappears, which is nice. And if that bothers you, you can just trim that a little bit. That's kind of cute. Now what we can do, because this is fairly light on the other side, you could write on this, and we could use this side as the little tag. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to round the corners, but see how quickly this, you can just go through your papers. You can turn these into little tags. You can put a little ribbon on it, or some raffia, or some twine or something, whichever one you prefer. But then obviously that's the back, this is the front. But this way everything coordinates nicely, if that's the look you're going for. Oh, this creaky chair, I'm telling you. I also bought these packs from, again, AliExpress. It's a really thick pack of these little rectangular florals and, I don't know, kind of woodsy pieces. That's kind of pretty. So you can experiment with color combinations. What did I do with this one? I just did that, okay. Just ink it up a bit. Now, if vintage is not your style, you don't have to ink anything. And then all you have to do is use your ephemera pieces. Maybe you've got some ephemera packs that you really enjoy that you need to use up. You can use that. I don't know which way this goes. We'll just sort of wing it. And then you can use, you know, those types of papers and things, you know, different ephemera things that you might want to use. And that is not even straight on there at all, but you know what? We're going to live with it because that is what it is. Perfection is not the goal, remember? So there we go. That's cute. Now what you can do is you can paper clip this in, or you can attach a paper clip and have it as a movable kind of pocket thingy, whichever you like. But I like that. That's cute. Let's make another one. What shall we do with this? Do double-sided again? Or not again. I haven't done that yet. So here's the thin one. Let's see. Let's use the light one on this. Again, if you cut your things ahead of time, you have pieces already for you. So this will be 2 by 3. It usually fits fairly nicely on here. You could do a double pocket on one side, a single pocket. We could do double-sided. I think in this case we'll do double-sided. Yeah, here we go. Thought I lost it. If you want to make these even, like if you wanted to do a double pocket this way, just do them together. Usually your punch should be able to handle it, but then they're not going to be off kilter. Mine usually used to be off kilter, you know, because I didn't punch them at the same time. So that's one way to get around it. Or what you can do is you can just have a piece like this, go like that. So instead of cutting it, all you have to do is go like this. And then just attach it like you would any regular pocket, but then you don't have that awkward edge on there, which is kind of neat too. So it's just, you know, saves a step if that's how you want to do it. And you can make a lot of these elements ahead of time and just use up your scrapbook paper. Sometimes there's thinner paper, sometimes it's thicker paper. This is a much thicker paper than the other one. Just remember to run a bead of glue on the bottom here in the fold. I'm just going to do one side at a time so I don't make a mess. I'm going to do the other side. You can round the corners or you can leave it straight. It's entirely up to you. I think this one I'm going to leave straight because now it's too thick. I bet you it won't fit in there. That's going to be... Oh, we did it, yay! All right, one more. Okay, I can handle it. Good. There we go. All right. Oops. So here I have a spot for the thinner washi. What I do with a lot of these like floral elements, I put a bunch of them, like I have a lot of small ones here. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so what I do is I put a bunch of them onto one block, like one right side up, one upside down kind of thing, and then I stamp them randomly excuse me, onto the tape, because that works quite nicely as a random kind of pattern, and then I'm not constantly, you know, taking them on and off and driving myself crazy. This works nicely. All right. So here we go. So what we can do is we can carry it all the way across. We can do it on both sides. You can do it on one side. It's entirely up to you. Wherever you're going to place the tape. I kind of like that unfinished little edge here. So I'm just going to do it like that. You could just carry it along to this side. Maybe we'll do that actually. I just use the Tim Holtz stain for this, which is quite nice. So if you're a traditionalist in your junk journal, you know, that's one way to go. Some more than others. I think it all depends. If I'm making something, you know, for someone who likes bright colors, I wouldn't traditionally go with the browns or anything like that, which is, you know, it's all about personal preference. So let's see, you could do a large label, you could do a label up here if you wanted to, wherever you like. Maybe like this. How did I do the other one? Sometimes you have to look back on the other ones, you know. Let's see. I don't think I have a round one yet. Looks cute. Now, if you didn't want to do a whole lot up here, you could just do something like that. That'd be adorable too. Because this is mainly white space, you can put whatever you want there, which is kind of the idea. Oops, without ripping it. There we go. That looks really cute. Alright, now we need something inside. Since I already cut these, that's no good for me. Yeah, let's use this one. You could always leave these blank. I mean, you don't have to create another pocket in there. But it's nice if somebody needs to write something down. You'd use coffee dyed paper, you know, and glue that on there if that's how you wanted to do it. That'd be kind of cool too. In this case, I'm making them both the same because I have it here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you didn't have a dark and a light side, you can obviously just put some coffee dyed paper on there, or packing paper, or any lighter colored paper. That would work too. So let's see, oops, don't need that. What are we going to put on this side? Another little label. It does need something else though, doesn't it? I'm trying to think here. I really like these colorful ones. So when I ordered this from AliExpress, there's such a huge selection of botanicals, and because I like to make my things smaller on the small side for the junk journals that I make, because I make smaller junk journals that are not overly big, so it's kind of nice to have a small size image that you can use, which is what I like about these pieces. And they're cute, and you get a lot of them, and they're not overly expensive. So if you don't have DigiKits or something like that, you know, you could obviously, that is so crooked, it's not even funny. It's going in my own personal journal, so I'm not overly concerned. Let's see. I have a mushroom on one side. Maybe we'll put a butterfly over here. Ooh, these sunflowers are cute. I like those. I think they're sunflowers. I'm not sure. I always find it difficult to peel though. There we go. Watch me struggle. Straight would be better. There we go. Just a little something. That goes cute together. And so is that one. There. So now we have 4. Again, 2 I sewed, 2 I did not. I could go to the sewing machine and sew these if I wanted to, but there we go. All depends on how you want to make them. So this is just a very simple way to make some little pockets for your junk journal. There we go. Using flashcards. Aren't they cute? I like them. I think they're adorable. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.